Tuesday, the Central Nebraska Council on Alcoholism and Addictions Incorporated held their 8th annual Middle School Youth Congress at the Grand Island Evangelical Free Church. Students went to many breakout sessions, including Walk the Line, a presentation on drugs and alcohol, put on by Tobacco-Free Hall County Sandy Yeager and Donovan Fowler, a deputy with the Hall County Sheriff's Department. Yeager said that speaking with middle school students is important.
It's extremely important to be able to talk with the middle schoolers because they're in a transitional phase and ages where they may have already been asked to use these drugs and alcohol. They may have already experimented with them, but they're getting to a point where they may be asked in the future to use them or experiment with them, and helping them make good decisions to be able to say no and not use them, and help educate them about some of the myths that they know about these drugs and alcohol versus what the actual truth is.
Yeager said she was surprised by the students' knowledge of different drugs.
I was actually really surprised. We had only planned on talking about gateway drugs, which are alcohol, tobacco, and marijuana. And I was really surprised when kids started talking about heroin and ecstasy and cocaine. That really threw me off guard. I was thinking maybe for the high schoolers. I know that some middle schoolers may know about it, but I wasn't thinking that we would be discussing it in every group. So that's why we started the presentation off by asking them what they already knew, because we didn't want to educate them in a way where they might try to experiment with them. We wanted to know what they already knew and base our presentations off of that.
Fowler said with the TV shows that students talked about watching, he isn't surprised with their knowledge of drugs.
Not that much with the TV shows that some of them are clearly watching. Some of what they said that they were watching, there's a lot there. So, if the parents don't want their kids exposed to this stuff, they really need to be monitoring what it is that their kids are watching. Otherwise, they are going to be exposed to it, and hopefully the parents are talking to them a lot about it as far as, the difference between a show and real life, just like any other violent thing that goes on out in the real world today.
Students were able to try on fatal vision goggles that show how your vision is impaired when you're under the influence of alcohol. Fowler said wearing the goggles creates a challenge for the students.
It is a challenge. Usually they don't think that it is going to be that difficult, but they actually find out that just affecting your eyesight really does affect so much more than just, your ability to see. It affects your balance, it affects your distance gauging and everything along those lines that really make it matter whether or not they can, even just walk normally.
Barr Middle School student Carly Cohen said that wearing the goggles was hard.
It was very hard because your vision was shifting and you really couldn't tell where you were.
Cohen said that the presentation is important to show middle school students how to make the right decisions.
Pretty important because I know I'm going to be faced with it someday, and I want to make the right decision so I take the right path in life.
Reporting from the Grand Island Evangelical Free Church, I'm Zach Mayhew.